welcome to my channel. I'm Bianca Janel. I make videos on lifestyle, and today I have a fun video. I'm going to go over what's in my makeup bag. This is my everyday makeup bag. As you can see, I can barely even close it. Clearly, these are products that I reach for all the time, and also, to be honest, I'm kind of doing this a little selfishly because I know there are products in here that I don't even reach for anymore. So it's time to clean it out too, so I can incorporate new products. So if you guys want to find out what's in my makeup bag, then please keep watching. Okay, so I guess in the intro, we are going over what's in my everyday makeup bag. So this is usually what I carry around with me. I have my makeup like stored in bins too, like when I want to create looks or reach for different products. But I thought I would condense it into this bag for my everyday products. And to be honest, mostly every day, I kind of go for a similar look, very natural. So anyways, I've obviously accumulated a lot because I can't even close this bag. So we're going to go over what's in my makeup bag, what I use all the time, what I rave about clearly, what are my favorite go-to products, and we'll start to clear out some stuff that I realize that I don't even use anymore. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, this is my makeup bag. On this side I have brushes, liners. The brushes we're not gonna go over, but we'll go over the lip liners that I really have been enjoying. So firstly, we have eyebrow pencils. I use the LA Girl Cosmetic brow pencils. Are my favorite brow pencils to use. For liner, I love the NYX Professional Retractable Eyeliner in the shade Bronze. This shade is so beautiful, especially for people with brown eyes. I feel like it really highlights like your natural highlights in your eyes. It really makes them pop. This is such a beautiful color. I actually don't even keep a black liner in this makeup bag. I kind of like store it away because I don't ever reach for it. Majority of the time I'm always using brown liners just because, like I said, I feel like it makes the eyes pop a little bit more. Then for lips, I love Colourpop lip pencils. They are some of my favorite formulas, and as you can see, they're like all in the same shade range. They're all pretty nude, just some are more pink, some are more brown, some are deeper, some are lighter. That's all it's really based on. I have the shades, let's see. I have the shades Oh Snap, Bumble, 951, and BFF2. My favorite formulas, they literally wear all day. A lot of the time my lip gloss will wear off, my lipstick, but my lip liner stays on. These are just really great. And then I have a deep red by Huda Beauty. It's in the shade Vixen for when I do want to do a red lip. Really rare, but I like having it in my collection because it's my favorite red lip liner. I always go for a deeper red liner because usually the shade that I apply on my lips is a lot lighter, and I just like that ombre effect. So that's usually what I reach for. And that's really all I keep in that compartment. I'm actually not going to be removing anything from that area. Now let's get to the bulk of everything. So I have an eyelash glue I am keeping. Oh, I have another liner. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner and Serum in the shade Deep Brown. I will be putting that in my liner section if it fits. It does, so that will be there. Okay, next I have, I'm not going to go in any order, to be honest, because I have a lot of stuff here, so it would be too hard for me. So I'm just going to kind of grab and tell you if I use it all the time or if I don't. So first up we have Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm. It's a beauty light wand. I love this shade. I reach for it all the time. You can see it's like squished. I'm trying to get the most out of it. I do use this all the time. I will be keeping it. A favorite of mine currently is the Say Beauty Sun Melt Bronzers. Kudos to Say Beauty. This is one of the best bronzers I've ever used. I just love the shade. I love how it blends out, how it melts into the skin. Next we have the Merit Complexion Stick. I love this. I reach for this usually in the evenings. I realized when I first got it I was using it all the time, but I have been reaching for other products. So this is something I reach more towards in the evening. It's not full coverage by any means, but you can build it up, and I just like the way it lays on my skin, so I will be keeping that. Next, I see a couple of lip shades. So first I have the Merit Lip Oil in Sangria I love this color. It's the perfect wine color, and I've been really into lip oils, and I like this because I feel like this is very wearable for the day or in the evening, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that in the collection. Next, I have the Say Beauty lip gloss. This is in the shade Chill. I like it. It's not my favorite lip gloss, to be honest, but I'm not going to return it since I used it, so I'm actually going to be keeping it in my bathroom because I actually have been wearing this to the gym. So I just like that it adds a little bit of pink, and I don't feel bad about wasting any of my other lip glosses. Not that I ever go through my lip glosses, to be honest, but I don't know. I have it like in my head. So I'm actually going to just keep this in my bathroom because in the morning time, I literally get up, I throw my hair up. I always apply skincare before the gym because I have this thing that I don't like gym germs touching my skin. I don't know why it like freaks me out, so I always apply skincare because I feel like it acts like a barrier, and then I do apply a lip balm and sometimes a lip gloss. So anyways, that's my thinking behind it, so I'm gonna keep it in the bathroom. Two other lip glosses I have on hand are the Rare Beauty lip gloss and the Tower 28. You can see they're similar in shade. Rare Beauty has definitely a more pinkish undertone, and the Tower 28 has a more nude undertone. I love these lip glosses, whether I wear them on their own or I mix them with other lip glosses or a lip topper. So I'm definitely keeping those. So I'm not really doing a good job. I'm not going through anything. Okay. Next, I am going to go over Tower 28. I had one of their blushes right here, Magic Hour, and then I have the Bronzino and West Coast. I'm actually going to just put these into my collection. I love these products. I'm just not reaching for them all the time. This Bronzino is meant to be a bronzer, but I use it actually as an eyeshadow, but I found something better that I love as like an everyday shade, so I'm just going to store these away in my collection. Another thing I'm going to store away in my collection is this Bite Beauty whipped blush in the shade Daycation. I love this cream blush. It's in the shade, it's in the shade Melon Mojito. Such a beautiful shade, and it's kind of very similar to NARS Orgasm. I feel like this might just be a little bit more like peachy undertone with it. I love it. I'm just going to store this in my collection because I'm not reaching for it all the time, but I do love it. Now, blushes that I reach for all the time are the Rare Beauty melting blushes. They melt into the skin beautifully. So whether I want something a little bit more pink toned, I use a nearly this one's nearly neutral, sorry. So this one I use just for kind of a casual look. If I want something more pink, then I reach for the nearly mauve shade right here. So those are staying. Oh, this is staying. This is my eyelash curler. It's a heated eyelash curler. It's been definitely one of my favorite tools this year. I bought this maybe like 2 months ago, and I love it because it keeps my lashes curled. I already threw out my other eyelash curlers because nothing compares to a heated eyelash curler. I have mascaras. So the one I use all the time is the Merit mascara. I love the way that this lengthens my eyelashes and it doesn't clump up. It's really a beautiful mascara. I never really thought I would say that about mascara, and I'm really into lashes and I love mascara, but this one makes your eyelashes just beautiful, and I just love the way it applies. Another favorite are the L'Oreal mascara. So this one's actually a primer, a base, and then this is the voluminous original one in Carbon Black. I really want intense dramatic lashes. I reach for this one. It's a great one. It's definitely a holy grail. I've been using this forever, as well as the primer. So these two I always restock. I always buy them because I just think they're great to have in my collection. Unfortunately, I need to get rid of this Ilia mascara. It's one of my favorite mascaras. I think I just keep it in here because I know that I should restock it. One of the best mascaras I've ever used for a very long time. I even said this on this channel all the time. I was like, I don't even think you need to buy high-end mascaras. Like, they don't even make a difference. Well, this was the first time that I realized that a high-end mascara made a difference in my lashes. It lengthened them, it thickened them up. It actually has this really cool applicator because it's two sides. I know it's going to be hard to see, but there's definitely two sides to it. So for different ways to wear your lashes, I reached for this all the time. I use this all summer and fall. And it's just time to get rid of, but I know that I need to restock it. Another thing that I need to get rid of is this Bite Beauty mascara. It actually was really good. I actually really enjoyed it. I felt like it really thickened up my lashes, but I used it all, and I mean, I like it and I would buy it again, but I'd much rather buy the Merit mascara and the Ilia one before this Bite one, so chances are I probably won't. And then I found my lip liner. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. You can see that I love it because it's getting really short. That means that I'm using it a lot. I've repurchased this a couple times. This actually is very close to my natural lip shade, just has a more pinkish undertone. So I usually pair this with a lot of lip balms, lip glosses, lipsticks, just because it's the perfect lip liner for me. A couple more glosses. I have a ton of glosses in my collection, and it's because it's what I like to change up. That's why I do usually have a lot in my collection, because I usually keep my look very natural, but I like to switch up my lip shades all the time and my blushes. I'm actually becoming a big fan of blushes and trying out new shades, new formulas. And same thing with lips, but normally my base of my face and my eyeshadow or whatnot, I usually keep very neutral. So you'll see that there's a ton of lip products. There's still a lot more in here, but I have two right here. This is the Charlotte Tilbury one in the color Dirty Dancer. One of my favorite shades. This shade is a very sexy shade. Just makes me feel good. I love wearing this on date nights just because I feel like it makes your lips pop. Like when I wear this, I want you to focus on my lips. Well, just my boyfriend. But I love this shade. It's such a pretty shade. Keeping this. This is the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Pretty In. It's a really pretty pink shade. I had brought this out of my collection because I wanted to do a Valentine's look that I never got around to, unfortunately, but I do like their glosses, so I will be keeping it, just putting it in my collection. I think I have the rest of my foundations in hand right here. So this is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. This is definitely one of my favorite tinted moisturizers. It's so natural on the skin, but I'm not reaching for it as much because I kind of have something else that replaces it, and it has SPF. So unfortunately, I'm just going to put this away in my collection in case I do want to go back to it, or I just need this certain shade. I really love this. I've purchased this 3 times already. One of my favorite tinted moisturizers. But right now, my favorite tinted moisturizer is the one by Say Beauty. It's such a beautiful skin tint. It just elevates your skin. It's actually what I have on right now. I reach for this pretty much on a daily basis. I just love the way that my skin looks, so I will be keeping that. Another foundation that I have is the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. If I want a heavy duty full coverage foundation, I reach for this. This is my favorite full coverage foundation, but right now, honestly, I'm not really doing too much full coverage. It's really rare. I haven't reached for this in a while, unfortunately. It's beautiful. It's actually really beautiful on, and why I like it is because it's full coverage, but it doesn't ever look cakey or too much. So that's why I really enjoy using this. I'm just gonna put this away in my collection, so when I really do want a full coverage look, I know what to grab. Okay, so I have 2 highlighters right here. Here is the Colourpop Stick Light in the shade Bullseye. I love this golden highlight. It's really a golden highlight. It's so beautiful. I'm going to keep it in my collection. It's actually very similar to the Goldgasm by Charlotte Tilbury, and I reach for this more often than I do for this, so I'm going to just go ahead and put this away in my collection. I use that a lot in the summer. That was one of my favorite ones to use, probably before I got the Goldgasm Beauty Wand. So another highlighter that I actually really enjoy is the Merit one in the shade Bounce. It's this beautiful rose gold, kind of nudish highlight. I like this because it looks like your skin. Like, it almost doesn't even look like a highlighter on. I love the way it blends into the skin. It's like very bouncy. So I'm definitely keeping this. I like to use this on my natural days when I don't want like a highlight necessarily. Just like a little elevated glow. I have 2 sets of tweezers in here. Definitely keeping that. And then right here I have a little collection of Nude Sticks. I really have been enjoying Nude Sticks. I purchased my first ones last year and I really like their formulas. I always reach for the shade Babe. It's the perfect everyday shade. It's definitely the perfect blend of a nude and pink shade. Then I have the shade Purity, which is actually very similar to the shade Babe. This one is just matte and a little bit deeper, so I do like to have that on hand sometimes. Next I have the shade Sin. This is more like a berry color. It's really beautiful. I just don't really reach for it that often, so I'm gonna just put that away. And then I have the shade Sunrise Star. This is a really pretty highlight, especially for those days that I have more of like a pink or peach tone kind of going on. So I like to highlight with this, and I actually like to highlight the bridge of my nose with this. It's just one of my favorite ones to do that with. And then another highlight shade I have by them is Hey Honey, a really pretty golden shade. I usually just reach for this when I see it. I'm going to keep it because it's so small anyways, but I do like to have this on hand. I have some other utensils. I always have a pair of scissors on hand. This is an eyelash comb. I don't really reach for this much, but who knows. And then a pencil sharpener. We are kind of getting down to it. Another lip shade I have here is by Bite Beauty. It's in the shade Fig. It's a really pretty pink toned lip. I brought this out, same thing, because I thought I was going to do a Valentine's Day look. So I'm just going to put it away in my collection. Another thing I have right here is the Colourpop Tinted Feathering Effect Styling Wax. This is for my eyebrows. I kind of forgot that I had this. So I'm going to be keeping that. I actually like to start my brows off with that, draw them on, and then yeah. So I probably will be keeping that in my collection. And then speaking of brows, I have the Merit Brow Pomade. It's a really great styling gel. I really like this. It definitely feathers up my brows. Really gives them a really nice shape, but keeps them really natural. So I will be keeping that. And I have my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I need that. I will be throwing away this LA Girl Pro Concealer. I get the shade... I think it wore. Oh no, it's in the shade Toffee. I really love this. It's just towards the end, and I'm actually using other cream products, so I'm gonna say goodbye to that one. Okay, last on lips. Let's see, I have, well, we'll count them afterwards. We'll see how many I keep. So next I have the Fenty Beauty Lip Balm in, not lip balm, lip, it's called a Gloss Balm in the shade Fenty Glow. Keeping this. This is a great everyday color, and same thing, a great lip topper. Keeping that. I have my Chanel lip gloss in Rouge Cocoa Gloss 119. A beautiful pink toned lip gloss. Usually when I'm doing a pink lip, I reach for this. And then I have the Ilia Lip Balm in the shade Memoir. I don't really reach for that. It's a really pretty shade. I wore it a lot more like in the summertime, but I still reach for it, so I'm just gonna put it away. Next I have the NARS, I think this is like a lip velvet. It says lip pigment, I don't know, but it's in the shade Don't Stop. This is the red that I use. It's really fiery. I love this. So when I do a red lip, I grab this. I'm gonna keep it. And then lastly I have the Tom Ford shade in 06 Ravish. Same thing, I reach for this when I want a more light pink peachy look. Really pretty. I really like the formula, so I will be keeping that. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Only a couple more products, and the products that I will be keeping. This is the Say blush in the shade Rosy. A great everyday blush. It's literally rosiness to your cheeks. That's it. And then I have the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. Can't get rid of that. I have the Fenty cream in the color Butter Biscuit. This is such a beautiful bronzy shade. I'm obsessed with it. Before I had the Stay Beauty one, I was using this non-stop. I really like it, so I'm keeping it. For bronzer, I have the Kylie Cosmetics in the shade Toasty. This is what I use to bronze my skin with. I love it. And then lastly, I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Actually, I think I'm going to put this away. Funny enough, I have not been using a face primer. I've been using my skincare as a face primer, which is super new to me. But I have been. And I also wanted to clear it out because I have a couple of products from Kosas that I wanted to add into this little collection. I have the High Intensity Color and Light Cream in the shade Velvet Melon. It's just a perfect everyday, it's just a perfect everyday go-to look. So I'm keeping that in my collection. This eye cream is my favorite one. That's why I'm putting it away in my Tower 28 Bronzino, because that's usually what I wear on my lids. But this eye cream in the shade Smolder, it's the perfect everyday eyeshadow. It's so pretty. It adds the right amount of intensity, and you can build it up as well, but I like keeping it really light on my eyes. It blends out really easily. Like, I was really shocked because I usually don't go for eye creams, but I've been obsessed with this. And then 2 lip products. I'm keeping the lip oils in the shades Dip and Unhooked. And that's what's in my makeup bag. It's crazy. Like I said, I have just a lot of lip products because that's what I like to change up the most. That's actually what I like to have fun with when it comes to my makeup. Same thing with blushes. Everything else I really keep neutral. As you can see from the collection, my collection's very, I would call it like very interchangeable. Like, I feel like I like kind of staying like within the same tones because I know I can kind of change them up a little bit, and or use different formulas when it comes to this stuff. So that is my everyday makeup collection in my bag. In the comments down below, tell me one of your favorite products that you use, something that you use every day. Like, what is a holy grail to you guys? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Jacques, oh,